And I'm back, and thank you everybody for saying hi to me. Very much appreciated, you know? Sorry I wasn't around to see it, but yeah. Much love to all of you as well. Oh my gosh. Let me see if I actually got things set up right. Maybe? Run this thing. Justin, thank you for subscribing. And Disaster, thank you as well. Oh, I love it. Okay. I'm almost breathing again. Whew. I don't know why the stream is exhausting me today. I just feel so tired. It's okay. Oh, it's a little toasty in here. That could do it. Well, you know what, everybody? Let's do a different kind of toast. Specifically to our GM. Raise a glass to our dear friend, Tempestrol. Tempestrol, come on over. I want to talk about your video game.
Hello. Wow, you're really loud. Did I forget to... Yeah, I forgot to readjust my audio settings. Here we go.
You sound fine. Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing all right. How are you?
Pretty good. I don't know, I was getting a little bit jittery waiting for lunch. It'll be showing up soon, though, so that will be good. They're bringing...
What are you getting?
Yes. So, yeah, oh, calzone.
Nice.
Yeah. Is the game that you're giving out today as good as a calzone?
This game is not as good. This game is actually really bad.
Oh no.
It's so bad it didn't come out.
That's always a good sign.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty incredible.
So what game is this?
I don't have any funny preamble for you today. Today's game is Socks the Cat Rocks the Hill, a game about Bill Clinton's cat that was made for the Super Nintendo and never released.
You said preamble, and there are preambles in like politics.
We can talk about the background behind the game.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Lightly.
Let's go ahead and talk about. Well, we don't have to talk about it right now, but for sure, I want to hear a little bit more about this game.
Basically, this game was developed by Kaneko USA. There's a specific developer that actually worked on this within that team. And I'm now forgetting the name. Did I not save that page? I'm a dummy.
I don't know. It's fine.
Well,
we have a full hour of this game. Yeah. You know, meow meow. This cat is going to be running across the screen and into our hearts for the next hour. Remember, Kuso6rande is the bad video game tournament, and we will be seeing who can make the most progress in an hour's worth of playing this game. Do you think an hour is too much for, like, playing this game? How long would you play? Like, if you pick this up?
I played well over an hour of this game, and I made Doe play an hour of it, and we were both miserable. If you can make Doe miserable with a bad game, it's bad. This is someone who plays Hoshiwo, so you know, if you can play Stargazers and this game makes you feel bad, the game's bad.
Well, that's okay. We won't be gazing at any stars unless you count Socks the cat, which I do. I count Socks as a star.
Yeah.
Cats rock. Cats are cool.
Cats are good. I have nothing against this particular cat. I do have problems with this game. God.
That's okay. I assume most people who have tried this at all have problems, and there's probably a really good reason this game was never released.
Right. Well, and actually, so as someone points out, Paul S points out in chat that it actually was released. It just wasn't released officially in the 90s when it was supposed to be. So Kaneko USA was closed before this game was released, but it was basically complete. So a group name, I'm gonna have to look it up again. Digital something. Socks the cat.
Digital mistakes.
Yeah, well, it definitely was a digital mistake. So there was a company that basically got the rights to this game and re-released it through a Kickstarter campaign, which led with a phenomenal sentence. Socks the Cat is the most anticipated unreleased video game of all time, ever, for any platform. Don't believe me? Grab some popcorn and Google it. And the word Google is in quotes.
Oh, baby.
Yeah, and it's awful. It's just genuinely the worst. And it's based on the president's the cat of a president who was impeached for sexual misconduct. Like, who thought that this was granted when this was being made, that hadn't happened yet. But
yeah,
the re-release, yeah, it's gonna be the most anticipated unreleased video game of all time in 2018, when we've had a full decade and a half to look back on that event and be like, maybe Bill Clinton wasn't such a great dude. Like, I'm Canadian and I was born like halfway through his first term, so there was some references in this game that I don't completely know, but I looked them up, and that, man, it's been a trip.
Yeah, okay, let me go ahead and just a couple more things. Actually, yeah, the impeachment was for lying under oath. Ken Starr, the prosecutor, also famously known for defending one of possibly the worst people in recent history, is the person who put together everything about Bill Clinton. And while he definitely, you just don't do that, okay? You don't do what he did. It honestly wasn't nearly as big of a deal as I think everybody made it out to be. Lying under oath, though, you don't do that. You do that a single time, you should get kicked out of office for sure. Like, that is my opinion. You do not lie under oath ever.
And you also shouldn't be allowed to ignore subpoenas. I saw a great suggestion a while ago that said, hey, tired of politicians ignoring subpoenas because they don't have to? Why don't we just fine them an increasing amount until it becomes ridiculous, and eventually they will respond? And I thought that was a great idea.
While that's a good idea, considering that subpoenas are considered ignoring it is considered a criminal offense rather than I don't know.
They'd ignore the fine.
I'm not the lawyer here.
It's considered a criminal offense, but they still ignore them. They're never pursued. Anyways, this is going places. But anyways, in this game, you're right. We don't play as Bill Clinton. We play as the cat, but we do fight Bill Clinton's political opponents, which is really funny.
Are you serious? Oh,
yeah. The first boss is Ross Perot, someone who I had to look up. Yeah. It's great. Oh, and as you can see from the demo, I mean, these are demos playing, but as you can tell, this game doesn't control super well. I'll describe that a little more when we get to the gameplay. Check out that settings screen.
By the way, oh, that's hideous. I am...
Isn't it?
I am going to start the countdown. Everybody get all of your cat emotes ready. Cats or political emotes, I guess. And spam them. Meow.
And we're off. I will start a prediction. Who will win? 5 minutes. All right, predictions are on.
Mm-hmm.
So, Fox the Cat. I see you have 2 music notes up, but I think you're using Meekins, right?
Yes, we are using... Oh. Yeah, I'll fix that. Give me a second, everybody.
Oh, good. Wow, I have my layout completely, like, 1,000,000 times wrong.
It's all good. It's all good.
Yes, we got the bonus! Okay, this is complete bonus. You have to match the... You have to match the years that each of these presidents was held their terms, and then hit start. And if you're correct, I think you get like life up or something. Like,
wrong.
I was really worried somebody would not find that Oh, I'm so glad we got that right away.
By the way, we do have the results from the last match, and our
God.
second place player was False Igabod. False Igabod managed to squeak in there, so congratulations there.
So right away, people are struggling with this these jumps off of these crates. Wow, people are progressing faster than I was expecting. But okay, a couple things to note. First off, this game has very slippery physics, and you can run by holding the A button, but it makes your sprite move a little forward of where your actual hitbox is, so you tend to slip off of things. Also, everything's on ice physics all the time, and running only makes it worse.
Yeah.
You have 9 lives and 3 continues to beat the game, but it really works more like you have 9 hits and 3 lives rather than 9 lives and 3 continues. Because you don't, like, die, you just lose a life, and you can replenish them very easily. The game gives you a ton of hits because they know how unfair the game is.
Yeah. Oh, Polk, though, fell into a pit. There goes a life.
Yes.
Oh, no!
And it is really... It's really, really easy to die. Yeah, there we go. It's really, really easy to die again. So if Polk had not had... or I'm sorry, not Polk. Zed. If Zed had not died permanently there, it's actually very easy to get knocked backwards off the ledge by that rat and just instantly rebound straight into the pit. It's great. So you can lose, like, I think I lost like 3 or 4 health to that pit the first time I got there. Polk has just hit a rat into a wall and then it had it rebound right back into them, which is another thing. So when enemies are in hit stun and moving, they will bounce off of whatever wall they hit, and the instant they come out of hit stun, they'll hit you, of course. So you can hit an enemy and then have them come back and smack you.
Yeah.
Eating a fish does give you a life. That's correct. I don't remember there are other items. Oh, and here's Ross Perot. I did see a comment online that I had, which inspired looking this up. It said, "Why is Sucks the Cat fighting Ross Perot? He handed Bill Clinton the election." And I didn't get it until I learned he was an independent. And like the most successful independent in U.S. electoral history, apparently.
Yeah,
so I didn't know
much.
that.
I just like fighting Ross Perot in any video game is amazing, but
It's
when
just,
you're
like,
Bill Clinton's
ridiculous.
cat fighting Ross Perot,
It's just a ridiculous concept, isn't it?
oh, it's amazing. By the way, yeah, while the company did basically disappear from existence during this game while making this game, they have made plenty of other Kuso6rande classics,
They did.
like Real Monsters, Beavis and Butthead.
Yep.
They made Normie's Beach Babe-O-Rama. They made Captain America and the Avengers. They made
Lots of great games.
Skulljagger. Yeah, like the
Lots of great games like Skulljagger. Yeah.
yeah,
Oh
Skulljagger.
god, Skulljagger is so bad.
I actually really like it. It's not good, but I
yeah?
like it.
No, that's totally fair. Something I want to point out is that Polk has figured out the swinging, probably because they were paying attention to the demo. I was afraid people wouldn't get that because I didn't tell them what to do for that. But those ropes that look like background elements, you can hold up and press jump, and you will swing across the ropes. And you need to do that to progress in some places.
Oh my gosh, one of the person who worked on the music for this also did music for some of the Putt Putt and Pajama Sam games.
Hey, nice. Those games are awesome.
Oh, they are.
I have a
they
fond
are.
place in my heart for those games, even as an adult.
Yeah, I love it. Putt Putt Saves the Zoo. Yeah, he used the music for this. Oh, how about Zoop? Did the
Hot diggity.
MIDI music for Zoop. Wow. Zoop?
It's Zoop. Oh, Zoop, the puzzle game. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, how about the Seventh Guest? That was a really fun game back in the day. Oh my gosh, this guy did everything. Like, if it was on DOS back in the day, Maniac Mansion.
Mm-hmm. Good game.
Yeah, he did it.
LucasArts games are exceptional. I'm really sad that they're gone.
Same.
Dowolf has pointed out it took him forever to figure out the rope.
Gravity. Oh my gosh.
Rad gravity.
Thank you so much, the Fat Man, for making Rad Gravity music.
Really, I feel like the sort of 6 degrees of Kusoge extend to all parts of gaming, you know?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure like every developer is somehow linked a little bit. Oh my gosh, one of the people who worked on this game actually did programming for Sesame Street Elmo's Letter Adventure. Yes! I don't know. Just had to get excited about that, I guess.
Dowolf has asked in the GM chat, how much did they veto to deserve this? They didn't.
You started
This
with
was my first choice.
Oh, no.
So yeah, and he also said it took me forever to figure out the ropes. I don't remember if I had to tell Dowolf how to do the ropes, or
is that Richard Nixon?
Yes, it is. It's Richard Nixon.
Yeah.
He throws peace signs and he throws missiles at you. It's great.
Well, Richard Nixon is. This is amazing.
I love this game. It's so bad. So apparently, the company who released this, this game was only released at all. The only reason we can show this off is because some person put a video online of them playing this game on a real SNES using a development cart. One of those folks who is like the kind of person who collects stuff and doesn't release it publicly.
My gosh.
So, I don't know if you missed what I was just saying.
I did. Justin was talking to me. Sorry, I've got food here as well.
Right.
So
I figured that's what happened. It's all right. Yeah. Basically, the reason why this game is out is because some dude put a video online of him playing this game on a real SNES with a development cart, and one of those folks who like doesn't release stuff like this publicly, a collector, and but I guess the company who re-released this managed to get a copy of the cart from him, and then they're like specialists in patching and re-releasing old games. So they fixed a bunch of this stuff, and I've scoured the internet to try and find the original ROM if such a thing exists online, and as far as I can tell, it doesn't, which is a shame because apparently the original plays worse in every aspect and it crashes a lot.
Really? I mean, I can imagine. Considering that it was not released, it was unfinished. Yeah, they... Oh my gosh. I just love the idea of this game so far, and Polk is really getting through this pretty well. Oh my gosh, Nat, I don't know how I missed that. Thank you for all those gift subs. You are amazing. Thank you.
No, we don't want a lot of crashes. Okay, this is the worst level. This is where both Dowolf and I got walled, because not because of these lasers, but because of these lasers, the horizontal lasers. You have platforms moving you up and down through horizontal lasers, and to the best of my knowledge, the lasers and the platforms aren't synced, and your jump height out of these little alcoves constantly puts you at the correct height to get hit by these lasers.
Okay, we have 2 people on the Richard Nixon fight. Yeah, take that.
Nice. So the stage that Polk is on is really bad, and it's where I think both Dowolf and I stopped.
Okay.
I don't know if Dowolf got farther than I did, but basically, these horizontal lasers are just at exactly the right height and have a weird timing with these moving platforms, and you're just guaranteed to get hit over and over. And the only consolation is that you'll, like this, and you fall all the way back down and you get hit again. The only consolation is that you will constantly get health pickups in the form of goldfish. But you can see like Polk is jumping out of these right-hand alcoves, and the jump height for Sox is just high enough that you're guaranteed to hit one of those lasers if you want to jump onto the upwards moving platform in time.
Oh yeah.
So it's just like a lose-lose. Like the game design is just so antagonistic and dead. There you go. I did not give this game out in particular because Polk was playing. I gave this game out because I looked at my list and I went, oh man, I'm kind of running out of games. Oh wait, I have Socks to give out. And note from Dowolf, late round pick, this game would be rude for round 1. And I went, hey, it's round 3. I can give out garbage.
Yeah, what? Also, how many points do these players have?
These are 17 to 19, I believe. I don't have the spreadsheet open
Pretty
right now.
high then. Yeah, and because
Yeah.
of that, I'm completely okay at making those who have done a little bit better suffer a little bit more. I'm cool. 15 to 17.
Oh, 17. 14, 15. Okay, well now
The number just
I'm
keeps
gonna-
getting lower.
I'm just going to open the spreadsheet and look at it myself.
Look, whatever. They're in Kuso6rande. They wanted bad. They got bad.
Yeah. No, exactly. They deserve this stuff. They deserve this kind of garbage. Oh, it is 14, 15. Well, that's fine. Look, I gave them a bad game. Okay, this game is unreleased. I've been trying my best to find like unreleased games because a lot of them were unreleased because they were bad. This one was unreleased because the publisher, I guess, it was not profitable. And there were some interviews that I saw from developers, and they were like, I can't remember if they were saying that everyone hated this game at the studio. Everyone loved this game. I think they said that everyone at the studio was like behind this game and they really wanted it to succeed, which I think is really funny in the 90s that they thought this game was going to be like really successful.
Honestly, like with all the graphics, it's pretty fun. And also, up until the impeachment, like Bill Clinton was really popular.
He was popular. That's
really
true.
popular.
Like for all, like there was that one comment that said, "Oh, but Ross Perot handed Bill Clinton the election." Well, he got a second term, you know. And post analysis actually shows that Ross Perot probably didn't influence the election all that much. Bill Clinton probably still would have won. So like people liked the guy.
Yeah, he
Even
was
during
still
and after impeachment, he was. Yeah, people
It's
still like
true.
him now.
like honestly. Anybody who was on one side or the other definitely already felt a certain way, but he managed to nab the people in the middle quite well. And what can you say? Like, he actually had a personality compared to other politicians out there, you know? And in the age of television, I think he's really, possibly after JFK, one of the most successful at getting a personality that gets people. You know people tend to rank him as being like his popularity rankings tend to go somewhere near JFK to the best of my knowledge. Ooh, we are now seeing ellipsis through the horizontal laser section. Oh, and actually, is Polk through that too? I think so. Oh no. Okay, Polk's back here now. Some of these sound effects are a little bit extra, let me tell you. Like then again, Richard Nixon is launching missiles, so I guess they'd have to be a little outstanding, these sound effects. Meekins is through. I have a question for you. How does the continue system work in this game? There are no you have 3 continues. Okay. You die and you start back on the same level where you died. And if you run out of continues, you lose. There are no passwords. Oh no. So we're probably going to see players go back to the beginning once or twice. Oh yeah, for sure. Because like I said, like you have 9 lives. Get it? Because it's a cat. What's the deal with cat? You know, but they're really just hits. You really just have 9 hits. So there's some other stuff you can do. There's yarn and there's cheese. You can use cheese to distract rats. I think you use yarn as like a projectile weapon. A lot of enemies require like 2 hits to kill, but I think the spies and the rats can get one shot by the yarn, I believe. Zed cleverly used the crawling ability to get past those spiders. I didn't know that you could low profile under them. And I believe Polk is now at the bank. Nice. Yeah, and they're piles of money. Because that's how that's how the bank works. They have not the banks I go to. Nope. What was I thinking? I was gonna say. What were you thinking? The whole 9 lives thing with cats. Yeah.
Very get it?
They don't have 9 lives, but I sort of understand the mindset just because cats disappear and reappear all the time, and you're like, well, okay, cat probably died, but nope, the cat, like a few years later, cat came back. Who knows why?
I personally never had a cat do that to me, but
we did. We had a cat disappear, and a little while later, I think it was several months later, in the middle of the night, I got up and went to use the bathroom, and the cat was in the bathroom, all grown up, and it had been months, legitimately months. As it turns out, the cat had actually essentially stowed away. It was a stowaway in my father's work vehicle, and he works at a mine, so this cat, rode up there, essentially had been living at the mine for several months until my dad caught the cat and was like, I'll go ahead and bring it home, because the kids want a cat, and it turned out to be the same cat.
Nice.
The cat didn't starve, no, and that's because the miners would occasionally just throw food to it,
Nice. Hulk is now at a jump. There are some hard jumps in this game. I didn't get this far. Hulk is doing way, way better than I expected anyone to.
Yeah!
There are a few very tight jumps in this game right at the very beginning, and Hulk got through them super easily. So this one seems even more precise, just looking at the distances. What you're likely supposed to do here is run and jump off with perfect timing, but it's very easy while you're running to just fall off a platform. Because the animation that they give Socks, when they give Socks his running animation, where he's on all fours, his hitbox doesn't change. So it's still a little behind where, so the hitbox is actually a little behind where you think his center of gravity would be.
Wow.
Oh, Hulk has also changed the position of the... Oh, what?
What?
Okay, I need to know how you push that, because So I didn't tell them how to push blocks, because there are no push blocks in earlier levels. I didn't tell them how to do the ropes either, so I wouldn't have told them how to push blocks if I knew, for what it's worth. I would not have told them this. So, not my fault. Covering my bases here. Wow, that looked awful. We're 18 minutes in. I really hope Hulk doesn't just beat this game. Never mind. They won't.
Oh, no.
So there was the Democrat donkey.
Why are you fighting against the Democrat donkey?
Who knows? Hulk's also jumping on the bosses, which I forgot you could jump on enemies to hurt them, because some of them you can't. And in a lot of areas in the first few levels, there's just ceilings are super low, so it doesn't make sense to try and jump on things, because you'll just bounce off the ceiling and get hit. So yeah, jumping on the... Wow, that actually makes these bosses kind of free. That's incredible.
Yeah, chat. Clinton was a Democrat. Trust me, a lot of people in Utah did not like Clinton.
Clinton was a Democrat.
Don't stop to count the debt. Oh no. We're getting some less than subtle political messaging in this.
Don't stop to count the debt sounds like a Blaze Blue fighting intro. Like,
oh no.
Can't count on crossing fate. Don't stop to count the debt. You ain't from Michigan if you ain't done this before.
I know nothing about Blaze Blue except that I should never ask what the story is, because there's no way to explain.
Is this game completed? To the best of my knowledge, yes. It just sort of got bug fixes for the re-release.
This music is kind of a jam, I'm not gonna lie. Meekin's just rocking it out in this toxic waste facility and turn green? Oh no, green cat.
It's pretty all right, all things considered. It could be a lot worse. It's hardly the best I've ever heard, but it's hardly the worst. It's not even the worst music I've given out in Kuso6rande. Yeah, don't stop to count the debt. Budget 1, fight. It really does work as an Arc System Works fighting game intro quote. This Hulk's last continue. Yeah.
Doop, 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 doop.
And we're seeing that Ellipsis is close behind in second place, fighting the donkey. Meekin's in third, I believe.
I'm not sure so. Yeah.
Third between Meekins and Zed. I don't know if Zed has gotten this far.
I don't believe Zed has. So yeah, I'm relatively sure, you know, everybody watching, Meekins and Polk, their stages look like they're the same, but Meekins is in an earlier stage than Polk. So yeah, still in third at this point.
Yeah, and you can tell because the one that Meekins is in has the toxic waste, and the one Polk is in has the money.
Yeah, where are we? What place has all this waste?
Federal Reserve, I think. I don't know the waste, not the Federal Reserve, although I guess it could be that too. I don't know. The Senate?
The Senate? Wait. Yeah, this is the Senate chambers. Oh my gosh.
Like, wait, does America have a Senate? Yes.
Yes, we do.
It operates differently to ours, but it is still the Senate. So, we've now seen what happens when you lose all of your continues, which are functionally just lives. And...
back to the beginning.
Yep, back to the start. Unfortunate wasted opportunity with that cheese there. And Polk is going to opt to not go for the presidential term quiz this time. Which is totally reasonable. Are they going to be told how to push blocks? No. Polk figured it out.
Yeah, it's great.
People have figured out how to swing on the vines, which I also did not tell them. And that was on purpose. I don't know how to push the blocks. So, like, I didn't get to that stage because I thought nobody would ever get that far. I would not be surprised if George H.W. or George W. Bush were in this game, or Dick Cheney, but I don't know.
I don't know.
No, I know you have 9 lives because of the cat joke, but they really function more like hits is what I'm saying, more than lives, because if it was more like a traditional life system, then you would restart the stage each time.
So what's strange about this, by the way, is that, like, the Sox the cat brand, even though Sox was the Clinton cat, the brand was owned by a different group, specifically...
Really?
Huh. Yes. The Presidential Sox Partnership. It was a fan club. Kaneko purchased the license from the fan club. And then some of the profits were planned to go to the Humane Society of the United States and the Children's Defense Fund, one of Hillary's favorite charities. Okay.
Oh, no. That means this is a licensed game.
It is. This is a licensed game, correct. They showed it off in 1993, but before the release... I believe in 94 it was canceled because Kaneko closed in the US. Apparently, though, Nintendo didn't really like having political games, but they liked this game. And it seems like it would have been okay had the company not closed.
Yeah, and I don't entirely know why they closed. I think it was just that they weren't profitable, but Wow! Well, I'm sorry. Polk just got hit by a barrel after defeating the boss.
Oh no!
Which is complete BS. You should make your player invincible after they defeat bosses.
Yeah, I would probably be resetting at this point. Why does Ross Perot have a stick? What else is he gonna fight with?
Libertarian values.
Ah!
Keep those away from me.
No,
I don't know. The stick makes sense. Did he walk with a cane? Yeah, Meekin is in place to take first. Very, very close. I don't know how many continues they have left. The invisible hand fights for him. That's good. I've just realized that I could play this at License-a-thon next year. And that really scares me because this game... when I tested it earlier today, it actually did feel a lot more manageable. That's worrisome to me. The idea that this is a real licensed game that one could presumably play.
Yeah, I actually love that this exists. There were, out of all of the games that could be based off of something political, this is possibly one of the less, propaganda things that could have come out.
Oh yeah, I mean this is all for fun. like there's not well, as far as like specific political figures go, I don't know how much of this is in poor taste. Apparently there is some stuff later on that might be in poor taste, but we haven't seen it yet. We'll see when we get there.
Like, so far, I would say that I love the idea of having political figures, especially fairly recent political figures, being enemies in this. I think it's fantastic. Honestly,
Yeah,
more
Richard
games
Nixon's
should
so
do
topical.
that as long as like they can avoid lawsuits. And I don't know, Ross Perot, I guess, didn't sue the crap out of the company, or did he?
Probably didn't know. He probably didn't care if he knew. Yeah, someone pointed out that there are apparently quote-unquote Arab felines. I didn't know that, so we'll see when we get there how poor taste that is.
Well, I mean, here's the deal. Games capture a piece of history. And
Yep.
yeah, it doesn't necessarily reflect our thoughts or opinions here, but
No, certainly.
I
this
fully
was
support
produced.
seeing that so that, you know, we can have conversations about things. So yeah,
certainly.
when we run into the very potentially racist stuff, we will talk about it. It will be on the screen. And
This was
yeah.
produced, you know, basically right after Operation Desert Storm, for what it's worth. So, you know, a bit of a tumultuous time for U.S. Middle East relations.
slightly.
Slightly. Again, Canadian here, so you know, I have a certain dissociation with this material, simply by virtue of not being alive when this happened or in the place that this happened.
Yeah, I certainly have been. Good to see a lot of people hopping on over. Hello, this is Kuso6rande, the Bad Video Game Tournament. Right now, we are in the third round, and the players here have to score at least 19 total points in order to move on to round 4 of the group stage. And right now, essentially, whoever comes in fourth this round or this specific match will be eliminated. Yeah.
Somebody has just pointed out that the green stuff is ink, and I was like, because it's for money.
There's money. Go okay.
I didn't even figure that out, but yeah. it's the
I'm
federal
making
reserve.
I'm making a video game, and I think we're gonna go ahead and make ink look like toxic sludge.
I mean, it would probably be black because ink tends to look black when you get a lot of it together at one place, no matter what the color is.
People
But,
wouldn't get that though.
you know,
I mean, I guess they wouldn't get it anyway, you know?
no, probably. What is this character you've come up with?
Annoying guy? I don't know.
Well, but besides that,
That's
But-
pretty much it.
oh, okay. That's where the
Annoying
concept
guy.
ends.
The end.
All right.
Look, it's not a... When you have a 5-second character, okay? You don't really have to have... Like, I don't know his whole life story.
Right. No, that's fair.
He's just a nerd.
This character wouldn't do very well on like a UCB sketch.
Oh my gosh.
It's not where this character thrives really.
Still better than half of Saturday Night Live these days.
Ouch.
Ooh,
Ouch.
oh, it's true. It's unbearable. It's so
Elon
bad.
Musk being Wario was the most painful thing I've ever seen. Okay, I'm good.
That was pretty bad.
It was. I mean, I already can't stand Elon Musk, so seeing him just besmirch one of my favorite franchises is just like even worse.
Yeah, I think that... I don't know. I'm not a hater, but I'm not a lover. I'm just, like...
I'm not a hater. I just like the guy for perfectly valid and legitimate reasons. Every normal person dislikes SNL? I don't know. Look, they have good stuff still. It's just like... I thought their Black Jeopardy segment from a few years ago was really, really good.
Oh, great. One skit that they had in a single show a few
I don't
years
watch
ago.
SNL very regularly. I'm saying that they do produce good comedy every once in a while. It's just I don't watch the
It's
show regularly.
so rare these days.
I don't know. Yeah, the one with Tom Hanks. I did think they kind of subverted the message they were going for with a joke at the end, but I think overall it was a really good sketch. But again, granted, I don't get SNL because the channels that runs on would require me to own cable, and I don't. And also, they're not like part of standard packages here. Chadwick Boseman on Black Jeopardy. I don't know if was he also in the same one, or was he on a different one?
I don't know.
God, now we're getting people quoting the Mario sketch from Elon Musk, and it's giving me like flashbacks, and it's painful. There's a different Black Jeopardy. He was playing T'Challa. Oh, okay. I should watch the other episodes because the one that I did see was really funny. Anyway, Socks the cat. We're now seeing everybody has gotten to the Democrat horse. Donkey, sorry.
Oh, yeah. Kick that donkey's butt. I know what I could have gone with, and it would have been completely appropriate because it's a biblical name for donkey. Whatever.
What did you say? I wasn't listening.
Oh, never mind.
What did he say? What did he say, chat? Hold him to his truth.
No, I'm not gonna own my truth. I'm gonna sell it.
If it gets caught by Automod, I'm approving it.
Highest bidder. You can go ahead and take whatever truth you want.
The truth I want is the truth chat.
You can't
the truth
handle.
Chat gives to me.
Can't handle it. Also, as chat says, brow.
Okay. But a donkey and an ass are different things.
Not in this game, they ain't.
True. It does say that, depending on the version you read.
Yeah.
Tempest
This
Troll,
commentary went places.
I have a story for everything.
Okay.
Because, yeah, in Utah, King James Bible. Don't go with any other
boy.
Bible for Utah. Why? Because Joseph Smith said it was the most correct out of all the Bibles.
Really? That's
Yep.
interesting. I think a lot of scholars consider the King James one of the least correct Bibles.
I know, right?
Like, isn't it like rife with like edits that were made specifically for King James?
Yeah.
Although it does have my favorite Bible verse of all time from any version, which is he brought them out of Egypt. He hath, as it were, the strength of an unicorn, which I love.
And
What they meant was a rhinoceros, but I love I love just the inclusion of the word unicorn in a Bible verse. I think it's great.
Also, oh my gosh, what's funny as well is that partly the reason they hang on to it is because of all the like older sounding language in there, and you know, it's more formal.
It sounds very authoritative.
So yeah, you know, and then they teach their kids you got to use like the formal language to pray, but it turns out when it was originally written, no, that was the informal language.
Yeah, true. Well, because the formal would have been Latin, probably, right? Or French,
or something like that. Yeah, but thou
it would have been English.
Was not a formal like way to speak to someone. It was just how you talk to each other, you know.
Right. Yeah.
So it's like they completely got it backwards here in Utah.
Well, are you? Go ahead. Keep going.
I don't think I had anything else.
Are you familiar with The Message?
Yeah.
It's a sort of common English revision that I've heard praised and criticized in about equal measure. I haven't done a massive amount of reading into it, but I think the idea is that it's supposed to take a lot of the sort of more flowery and hard to decipher parts of the Bible and make it easier to decipher. But in doing so, there's a lot of like there's a lot of decisions that have to be made basically by the transliterators on what how exactly you translate certain passages, right? For accuracy and understanding, there's a balancing act that has to be done. I just find it interesting for that reason. You know, I have no opinion on its accuracy or validity as a text. The one Bono won't shut up about? Well, there you go.
Oh, one other thing. Because Joseph Smith said that the Bible had been corrupted in the past, he decided he was going to do his own translation. And when you know it, he wrote himself into the Bible.
Yeah, I've heard about that.
Yeah.
Which is like, isn't that like one of the things at the very end of Revelation where it's like, by the way, don't add stuff to this because you're not supposed to.
Yeah, let me tell you how often Mormons quote them. They're like, Book of Mormon's not an edition, it's a separate story. Okay.
Is it?
Apparently.
It's an award-winning stage play as far as I'm concerned. All of Revelations is fanfic. Ooh, that is an interesting take.
Yeah. Also, apologies. I know that, like, religious people lurk here. I reserve the right to mock my own history, but I'll try not to mock other people's history.
Yeah, as someone who grew up in the church, I have a certain amount of base respect, and I really, if I'm making fun, it is really not intended to be disrespectful. What the hell happened to Polk? Wait, what happened to Polk? Did they get put into the wall? Huh? What happened? Oh crap.
Well, Polk, not supposed to do that. So
I didn't know about this. I guess this is a soft lock. For what it's worth, you know how I said that the folks who bought the rights to this game and re-released it patched some of the bugs? My understanding is that they didn't necessarily patch all the bugs.
He can still go right and left, or they can still go right and left. So,
yeah. Oh. Well, I guess they died. So, okay. No, I was like, man, how do we rule this? But they died, so
yeah.
I guess they'll keep going. That's good, actually, because I really didn't want to have to rule on, like, do we grant extra time for a soft lock? Great.
In general, we do have the understanding that games will have bugs that may not be expected. When it's something that's outside of the player's control, then sometimes we do grant a little extra time, just so people know here. But there are other times where, it's fairly explicitly stated that there will be soft locks and they should work to avoid them. And in those cases, especially when they're told where the soft locks happen or what causes a soft lock, if they cause it, then it's their own responsibility, not us.
But Polka's saying the camera just kept panning down and down, no button presses, reset, anything. It almost, I didn't exactly see what happened, but it almost looks like they were crouching and then jumped to a higher platform and crouched again, and the camera didn't get the opportunity to move up. I have to wonder if maybe this was a situation where they wrapped around the screen due to camera positioning. That would be really weird, but they were, they were talking on Discord when they were paused.
Yep.
Strange.
By the way,
strange.
The cat is pretty adorable, like the original cat. And they even had the cat in the briefing room. Oh my gosh. He's going to give a speech. He's going to go ahead and say everything that's happening there. Oh.
I did also, thanks for reminding me, I found that picture, but I also found an ad if you'd like to read on this ad. I'll put it in Game Masters.
Yeah, please share it. I want to read it. Okay.
Great ad. Fox the Cat Rocks the Hill from Kaneko, USA in Illinois.
All right.
This was planned for Genesis, but it was not released for what it's worth. There's no ROM of the Genesis version available.
Yep. Okay, here we go. Call it capital punishment, but Sox the cat, the nation's first feline, is at play on Capitol Hill. Suddenly, political party takes on new meaning as these two new humorous games for Genesis and SNES. Socks rocks the hill is a madcap adventure to save the world from nuclear annihilation. Okay.
Yep.
Who is Meekins fighting? Is that Dick Cheney?
Gerald Ford, I believe.
Oh yeah, that probably is Gerald Ford. Yeah.
I love this rolling animation. It's really good.
Socks, the White House cat, discovers the missing portable nuclear missile launch unit in his favorite napping spot, the basement of a foreign embassy. To avoid mass destruction, he must return it to the White House and alert the first family. But a foreign spy ring has their own political agenda. They want to see Socks run, and not for political office. The chase begins. Socks must overcome the likes of foreign spies, enemy animal agents, politicians, Secret Service agents, and the ever-present media corps. To keep the party alive, Socks pounces, tumbles, and negotiates his way out of the intricate secret passages and puzzles of Washington. The cat is in a ring of trouble, but not over the hill yet. Socks Rocks the Hill is a 1 or 2 player 8 megabyte game for Genesis and SNES. Comedic action, scrolling graphics, and playful movement make this game a platform to run on and on and on. Rock on with Kenneco USA's Socks Rocks the Hill. Available nationwide this fall. Yeah. There you go.
Lupin1 asks, did the Genesis ROM ever appear? To the best of my knowledge, no. I don't know if it has ever appeared. I don't even know if there are production boards available, or if there's a production board. Meekins is solidly in first place right now.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not sure where the other players are in comparison. I think Polk is still in second. Yeah, the graphics got a massive downgrade, and I think this is like where... This must be towards the end of the game.
Honestly, I would bet that this is near the end of the game.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so cats can swim, but whatever. I'll go ahead and accept that water kills the cat here. Why is there so much water in front of the White House?
Kapow is saying this is about halfway. So Kapow, have you played this game? Have you beaten this game? Please tell us. Please tell us, who's your favorite boss?
Oh no, it's... I don't know. Oh, watch out, shooting from his teeth.
Check the long play on YouTube. Oh, fair. I guess I did also watch that, but like, 3 months ago. So, who is this? I don't... This
Jimmy
looks
Carter.
like no person.
Jimmy Carter, okay.
Is it Jimmy Carter? It looks like Gary Busey. It does.
Jimmy Carter as portrayed by Gary Busey.
This platform kind of sucks. Okay. Oh, okay. So Jimmy Carter. Yeah, there's the peanut. Okay, fair enough. Why do I get that reference, but I didn't get him from his appearance? Wait. Why did I know that the peanuts were associated with Jimmy Carter? What is the connection there? Why do I instantly recognize that association? But I don't know why.
I feel like that is an association, but
he owned a peanut farm. Okay. Because like I got it. Like, oh, obviously it's Jimmy Carter because he turned into a peanut. What? That doesn't make any sense. He gave a peanut farm when he became president. Interesting. Also, Gerald Ford. Okay, Gerald Ford had gum on a shoe and he tripped. Was there some public incident where Gerald Ford tripped and fell?
That sounds about right. Yeah,
You have to educate the Canadian here. I don't know any of this stuff. Why is Socks fighting political allies? Who knows? This game's driving me insane trying to figure it out.
Maybe it's one of those don't think too hard games. Like, this was made by a cat fan club, not a president fan club.
It was made by Kaneko.
Well, okay, the license was owned by a cat fan club.
Whose name does sound awfully cat-like.
Yeah, that's probably what it is. Sorry, just Gerald Ford is pretty amazing.
Cats hate everyone.
And
Gerald,
also
that rolling animation is so good. I love that rolling animation.
Yeah. Yeah, there are various...
Wait. Is this a missile launch facility?
This is the Pentagon.
Is the... Oh. Because they keep missiles in the Pentagon. Yeah, of course.
Yeah, exactly. Keep them where people would most suspect them.
Don't they keep a lot of missiles in Utah?
Actually, yeah.
Actually,
We
isn't
have
that where
a lot of
the
desert.
the what's it called? That's where the Tikoi production site was.
I wouldn't be too surprised.
The Tikoi test range facility.
Yeah. I mean, simply put, there were also a lot of nuclear tests right near here in Nevada. Yep. And yeah, I think that, I mean, my grandfather worked in a uranium mine by the border of Nevada as well. Like, yeah, it's interesting.
You heard about the ICBM silo underneath the White House putting green? The White House is a putting green? This Animaniacs your political humor. Yeah, it really kind of is. It has that same energy to it, at least.
Yeah. Honestly, I don't think I understood most of Animaniacs' political stuff because I was a dumb kid watching it.
I certainly didn't get it as a kid. I feel like I would appreciate it a little more now. There's a lot of stuff in that show that went over my head. God, I loved Animaniacs, though.
Google, if you search Gerald Ford Tripp, people also ask, who was the clumsy president? And the answer is Gerald Ford. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. That's amazing. Apparently he fell.
Yeah. People bringing up the fingerprints joke.
Oh, and he fell.
I don't think so. He fell upstairs?
Wait, I think that's incorrect. For some reason, I saw Biden and I thought Berlin. And I was like, he fell in Berlin? No.
Biden fell upstairs? That's impressive no matter who does
it. Yeah, Biden kind of did fall. But what can you say? Everybody falls.
Everybody falls. Everybody falls at least once.
Yeah, and honestly, you know, out of all the things that you could be known for, tripping a little bit, it's embarrassing, but it's more haha funny than
there are worse things
else.
to be known for, like sexual impropriety, you know, or starting a war in the Middle East,
or like spying on your political opponents and then having to resign from office because of that. Yeah.
Oh, because maybe hypothetically you sent your political allies to go and like steal documents from their office for you. Yeah, that would be pretty bad. Man, good thing no presidents have ever done that, right?
Or pardoning Nixon. Thank you, Ford.
Thank you, Ford. Why are... That's strange. Yeah, sure, I'll allow that. Strange.
Yeah, people are wondering why there are rat pimps.
Rat pimps? Wait, I didn't... I guess...
they're wearing zoot suits, yeah.
I kind of figured they were like spies.
I think in the first level they're like flat out rats. I mean, you get hunks of cheese.
True. Man, I'm having a really hard time following who's in what place. And that's I always have this problem. It's like a consistent issue when I GM games is that I know that Meekins and Polk are the only two to have gotten this far. I'm pretty sure Meekins is still in first.
I think so. But yeah. Meekins made it to the Pentagon, right?
Oh, you're right. Meekins did make it to the Pentagon. So Meekins is definitely in first and Polk is in second. And between Ellipsis and Zid, I'm still not totally sure. Oh, hold up, match chat.
That's all right. Everybody
says, I don't know if I'm getting back there. Yeah.
Well, I would say give it a shot, Meekins. Don't be a slacker.
I'm kind of surprised that of all the people to show up, I'm surprised that like George Bush and Dick Cheney haven't shown up yet. I sort of figured they'd be like primary political opponents.
No, George W. Bush was later on.
Was that only in the second
Clinton? I don't believe he even really showed up during. No.
Did they not?
No.
Wait, who ran against Clinton? Buchanan? Or is that his running mate? I only know names. Here's the problem.
Let me take a look to see. No, I don't want to find that one.
Oh, George H.W. Bush and Bob Dole. Oh, okay. I was getting the generations wrong.
Yeah, I wouldn't be too surprised if Bob Dole shows up.
My apologies. I actually thought that George H.W. Bush was. Wait, but wasn't he?
George
Didn't he
H.W.
also get
Bush was president before Bill Clinton. I think he was only a one-term president. He probably ran the first term, but second term, he wasn't running. Yeah.
Okay. No, I know which one is the old and young Bush. But like my sense of, I was born in 1996, people. I turned 25 just a couple of weeks ago. My context for all of this is historical. For many of you, I understand that this is recent memory because y'all are old. But for me, Super Mario 64 came out like a week after I was born. So like that's the level of age that we're dealing with here. So this is all history to me, all ancient history.
I love it. Yeah, H.W. Bush could potentially show up in this game. Old Bush.
Yeah, I'm calling you boomers. You're all old, every one of you.
Actually, now I wonder who like the final boss of this game would be.
Gaming in the Clinton years tonight. Somebody I don't know who the final boss is. Imagine if it was Bill Clinton.
I don't know if I'm curious enough to play this myself, though, because this doesn't look like the most entertaining game in the world or enjoyable.
No. Well, and it's so easy to take damage. Even though they give you a lot of free health in the form of these goldfish, you just take damage so easily.
Yeah.
So, like, the good strat that I'm seeing from a lot of these people is to be careful about running. So, run where you think you can, but, like, pause periodically or even just don't run because you'll get yourself killed by running into things that you can't react to. You think like Ruth Bader Ginsburg will show up in this?
No,
not as an
there's
opponent,
no way.
Perhaps, but as a reference.
No,
was that after this? Was she nominated?
I believe she had already been nominated. It just seems like they wouldn't be putting judges here because judges weren't nearly as politicized until the last decade or so.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure if she was like sort of had attained that like highly significant status back then or if that was a recent thing. Yeah, she was nominated by Clinton, but I don't know. I can't remember when. I literally learned that an hour ago. So, and there was a photo of her, and she looked old then, probably because she was old then.
Yeah.
Like all the people in these photos.
It looks like 1993,
which
which is essentially when this game was being made. She was nominated. Yeah.
For being famous is a 2010s thing. Okay.
Yeah. The thing is, judges weren't supposed to be politically aligned, and even though they would choose a judge, they had it was realistic to not expect them to side with the president who nominated them, like in any specific situation. They were supposed to side specifically with the Constitution, and that was their role. Yeah.
Well, that's how
that's how it
why
worked.
We have separate branches.
That's
why we
sort of
separate
how
the
it
divisions
worked,
of politics. 3 houses for a reason. Fire Emblem, 3 houses.
Oh my gosh, that's not
the Justice Department,
not the same thing.
The Justice Branch, the Executive Branch, and whatever the other one is.
Yeah.
Oh man, one sec. Let me write that down. Fire Emblem, 3 branches. This is a terrible idea. Why am I writing this down? No, forget it.
Okay, we are just about down to 5 minutes left. Remember, one person will be getting eliminated from the tournament. Yeah.
And I'm not sure if Polk has surpassed where Meekins was. Stop it, Tempestrel. Stop what? So with oh, right. Stream delay and all that. Stop it with the Fire Emblem 3 branches. Legislative, executive, and judicial. Okay, thank you. See, look, I'm done with school. This is information that is meaningless unless you are in school or politics.
Grade.
Okay. Yeah, exactly.
Wait,
alternatively, never stop. I don't intend to.
Did you forget from 2nd grade? Well, you're Canadian. Never mind. Doesn't
Well,
matter.
we have the same brand. We have the same separation here. It's just
you socialists.
Look, I'm looking at four people trying to play a game, and I'm trying to figure out whether Polk is further ahead of where Meekins was, and I think they are. But
yeah, for sure. Polk.
This looks very different from what we saw before. I don't recognize the purple background at all.
I think so. Oh, never mind. Yeah, I think Polk is past where Meekins got to.
Because this is still the Pentagon. But, like, I don't remember seeing these, like, police officers or whatever these guys are. I don't remember seeing these dudes.
Yeah, this definitely looks new. And also, are they making glow-in-the-dark money now? I'm confused.
Yeah, it really is very, like, phosphorescent, isn't it?
Is that for the warheads? Might be for the warheads.
Might be. Glow in the dark warheads.
Yeah, you gotta be able to shoot them at night. Meow. Meow. What a cat.
Firing guns in a room full of warheads seems like an unwise choice. I know that warheads are detonated by timers and not by physical explosions typically, but, like, you know.
Usually they're armed by, like, computers made in the 1950s. So
they don't have to be armed anything more.
They
go off like a certain distance above the ground.
You gotta have a floppy to launch them. Yeah.
A lot of them are actually launched using a floppy. Random fact I know, you know the giant floppies from that Matt Broderick uses in war games. Not the 5 1/4 ones, but the larger format, an older one. It's like 7-inch floppies or something, 8-inch floppies. Thank you. That's the kind that they use to launch nuclear subs for some reason. A new boss. We haven't seen this boss before.
Oh,
who is this and what is that machine doing? Shredding documents, looks like. Is this a general of some sort?
Oh, that looks like a general. Like, look at that uniform. Okay, what scandal was this?
I don't like this machine. Doesn't look like it's shooting paper.
Oliver North, huh? I don't know anything about Oliver North. The Iran-Contra scandal. That makes sense.
Oh,
okay.
Oh, that would have been, I feel like, in relative recent memory at the time, I suppose.
Oh, and guess what? He was recently the president of the NRA. Yeah.
Wow. Oh, yeah. Okay. I thought I knew the name.
2018 through 2019. Yeah. And he's dead now on Polk's screen. Polk is definitely going to be taking the victory here.
God. For a second, I hope you were going to end that sentence before you said on Polk's screen. Is that too far? That's too far. I shouldn't say things like that.
I actually missed what you said, and I'm not going to ask. Oh, no. Morale,
that's okay.
Game over. Morale means game over.
Okay. So Polk is definitely in first, and Meekins is in second. Can't believe I'm watching this for an hour. I can't believe I've been watching people play this for an hour, and they got way further than I thought they would.
Yeah, they did really, really good. Yeah, we definitely are certain who takes first and who takes second.
Oh my God, is it another bonus room? We've got so many of these. So many of these bonus rooms.
Wrong, Polk.
Wrong. I don't think we've seen a single one got right.
Polk is in Europe, so I think we can expect Polk to not necessarily get U.S. history correct.
I mean, I kind of know, like, relative dates with presidents, and I thought I got them right several times, and I still was told I was wrong. So, like, either I was definitely wrong, or the game always tells you wrong.
See, I would destroy this. I got a degree in American studies, so I'd have to wait. Meekins, you just go offline like that? Huh. You were giving us audio, and then you let us down.
Polk also offered to do audio, so you can swap to them.
We've got what, 15 seconds?
Yeah. For posterity's sake.
Meekin did not forfeit. Meekins just cannot catch up. Okay.
There was no way to get back.
Let me adjust audio now. Do the fade out. Bam. That is it. That is the match, everybody. Thank you so much for watching the cat game. Spot? That's his name?
So we're pretty certain that Polk has won and
Sox.
Meekins got second.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Polk takes the victory. Meekins second. Between third and fourth, it's a little bit hard for me to know. I don't know completely between them. But yeah, I had a lot of fun. And also, I want to let people know that jokes on here about politics do not necessarily constitute people's opinions. Sometimes, like, I say dumb things that I don't think at all. But
we're trying to keep it safe enough, I feel like.
We're trying to keep it entertaining while having good conversation. So yeah, if anybody ever crosses the line a little bit, that's okay. We can just like step back a little bit. That's how commentary goes. Sometimes jokes might go a little bit too far, and sometimes they don't. I don't know if yours did because I didn't hear it.
They do turn to religion fairly frequently when you and I are on the same commentary, don't they?
Sorry, everybody, but like, it's just there are
I know
always times that I realize.
Just says.
There are
it's
always times that I realize that something weird happened.
Yeah.
Speaking of weird, Polk is here. Hello, Polk.
Hey.
Where? Who?
You.
What? Who indeed?
Yes. Woo.
Congratulations on your victory.
Thanks. Whoa. Oh, I needed that. That was fun. That was fun.
Really?
More political than I expected.
Yeah.
I'll have to...
Like, actually, I really appreciate the humor in here. A lot of companies, just if they got too political, or if they got political at all, they were definitely favoring one side or the other. Whereas this, it's favoring cats over all political parties.
True.
Cats above all else. Why isn't there a cat party? I'm sure they rule the world.
I want a cat party.
Maybe like a super villain, but... Ooh.
Oh, wait, that kind of party. I was thinking of, like, bringing, like, some donuts or something.
A sweet dance party.
Dance party, cat dance party.
How did you like this game? Dowolf asked in the GM chat, how many vetoes did it take for this? And I was like, what? I gave them this as the first option. So
Yeah.
we were not expecting you to get
one.
that far.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Oh,
Even with the bug I had in the middle of that money-creating stage.
that was well past. Dowolf and I both gave up on that level, the first level in the treasury or whatever it was with Federal Reserve with the platforms that go up through the horizontal lasers because we kept dying.
Yeah, how are you supposed to manage that? You don't have control of your character when there's tiny lasers that go through.
And the camera doesn't like really give you a good indication of where the lasers are. It's great.
So I just found out at timing that I could go up most of the time without tripping them, and that's the only reason I got past that.
Yeah.
Thankfully, the game is so generous with lives, it's kind of ridiculous. It's less a life counter, it's more energy counter.
Yeah, it definitely is an energy counter of sorts, and considering that the fish refill your lives, it's just health.
Yeah.
Did
you get any of the references? Like, did you recognize any of the political figures you were fighting? Besides the donkey?
Recognize Tricky Dick, but I'm Canadian. I don't know most of these.
I'm also Canadian. I had to look up who the first guy was.
Polk, I thought you were in Europe.
No, I'm Canadian.
That's basically Europe to me. Okay.
Okay, I do speak French. English is my second language. But yeah, the only one I really recognize, which also tripped me up when the bonus game was all about, okay, this is person is supposed to be on what year?
Yeah, you got that immediately. I was like,
the first one I got wrong. The second one I thought, okay, this guy's way too new to be early, so I just fudge it. If I get it wrong, I get it wrong. It's time. Free continue. Thank you very much.
Wait, you got a free continue out of that? That's huge.
Yes.
Oh, I didn't realize you got it right. I guess I didn't see.
Yep.
Great.
My first run I went through, I got it wrong. The second time when I got to the lasers and I couldn't go through, I said, F it, I'm going to go to it. I'm going to go wild guess, free continue out of it. Once
That's pretty good.
There's a few bonus items that appear. One of them was a continue.
Very nice.
That is extremely helpful, yeah. Honestly, I was a little bit surprised that I was wondering what is the benefit for answering correctly? Is it going to be a significant award? Because that would give U.S. players an advantage. But it was the Canadian who got it right.
Yeah, that's great.
I love it. So good job for knowing U.S. history a little bit better than people in the U.S.
I might be a little lucky, just a little bit.
Yeah.
I also figured out how to push that box, which we didn't know was a thing because I didn't get to a stage with pushing boxes. How did you push the box, by the way?
That run button isn't just a run button, it's an action button. Put yourself at the right spot, and believe me, I had to look for it and test it. But at one point, the animation will stuck to pushing, and then you'll be able to move the block.
Honestly, it's not too unusual for games to do that, to make the run button multifunctional. So, yeah,
But usually you just have to move the character against the block for them to move it. This one just went right through.
Yeah. Well, for what it's worth, I wasn't going to tell you how to do it anyways. So.
I love
Most
it.
of these games, one thing I've learned through running these here is that if you're stuck somewhere, press anything, do anything, try something different.
Yeah.
So you might try to do something.
Yep, absolutely.
So I do have to wonder, Hulk, on your list of recommendations, is this a game that people should play, or is it one that they should avoid?
I would say I would play here.
Okay.
Even if you're not, just be careful about your feeling of politics and such. But it's fun, it's quirky, a little slippery, but I felt it was a lot of fun. It was classic platforming gameplay.
Honestly, I think there's a lot that can be said about being willing to laugh about politics and politicians, especially being able to laugh at your own side. So, yeah. Oh, yeah?
I looked at one of the bosses here, the one that suddenly started spinning, and I was wondering, is he trying to be Sonny the Hedgehog? Or did this guy trip down a set of stairs and that's the joke they're running with?
Well, it was Gerald Ford, and yeah, he fell downstairs.
Something that explains everything.
I love it. I love it. Well, thank you so much, Polk. You heard it here. Polk recommends this game. I think that besides the slippery controls, it may be an unenjoyable experience. I might have to play this myself, Tempestrol.
Yeah,
it really
can't be worse than the
variety.
original. The pre-patch version apparently is terribly buggy and like it crashes a lot, and it has even worse controls. And I looked for that because I wanted the version that was on the actual dev cart. But there are two dumps of the game, and as far as I can tell, they're both variants of the re-release. So, unfortunate.
Meh.
I wasn't able to find it. You can find this on Hidden Palace, folks, if you want. It is there. That's where I got this from. So,
cool. Socks the Cat, thank you so much, Polk, for absolutely destroying this right along with Meekins. Meekins did fantastic. Tempestrol, thank you for giving this game out.
well, thank you for having us.
I'll catch
Thank you very much for giving us.
Yeah, bye.
Bye.
Well, everybody, Kuso6rande is heading on to our fourth and final race of the day. Let me go ahead and run a quick ad, and then we will be right back. Let's see. Oh my gosh. I've had a lot of fun. Had a lot of fun today. And yeah, sort of my theory with humor is that you should be able to laugh about yourself, your own life, your own thoughts. It's always good. Self-deprecation is fun. To a degree.